morning, my sweet little magnolias. How are y'all doing? It is a beautiful day. The sun is coming up, and today is a fabulous day. Despite the fact that most of us have lost an hour of sleep, unless you're in one of the remarkably intelligent places that does not do this stupid daylight savings time. Today's a fabulous day. Set your intention. Whew! It's cold. It's not as cold as it has been, and I think the wind might have left us after 3 days of nonstop assault from the Santa Ana winds. I am using the Lightseers Tarot, and let's see what it has to say to us today. Don't get into despair. That's the first card I picked up. Yep. Don't get into despair. 9 of Swords. The universe is fighting the battles for you. Press in, plug in, power yourself back up. Get up off the ground. Get yourself out that ditch, girl. And stand up and walk in your power. If you need to take some time out, 4 of Swords. So we have the 9 of Swords, and then we have the 4 of Swords. Take some time out. Rest. Press in. Plug in, like I just said. Spend time with your spirit team. Let them comfort you, direct you, and remind you who you are. Page of Cups remind you that you have dreams and visions that are yet to come to pass. So hang in there because it's coming. 2 of Swords. Don't get confused. Remember who you are. It's a battle of the mind, y'all. Battle of the mind. Remember that you have unlimited power. You are divine. You are everything you need to be in this moment. The Emperor card. The King of Wands. Another powerful divine card right there. You are strong. You are empowered by the universe. You know who you are. Don't let what's happening in the world distract you from the mission. The mission is healing and preparing to be the light that shines in this dark place that we are rapidly heading for. We're already pretty dark, but we haven't seen the worst of it yet. Don't let your cups get empty. Keep going back to source. Refill those cups. You need that energy from source to keep going. And surround yourself, 4 of Wands, with like-minded, kindred spirits. Celebrate the good and protect and fight against the evil. That's an encouraging word. The High Priestess. Yes, ma'am. Divine, divine, divine. Power, power, power. You are heavily protected. You are well cared for, well provided for. Everything you need is coming to you. You have it. The provision is there. Grab hold of it and keep going. Don't let fear hinder you. You're coming into a time, 9 of Pentacles, of harvest. Knight of Cups. People are going to be bringing you blessings upon blessings upon blessings. May even be some romance there for some of y'all. Not me. I've already said nope and closed that door. I'm done with that. But for those of you who crave it, who want it, who still believe that it's coming for you. Yeah. Hang on to that. The sun is our goal. That happily ever after, that having the world reflect the goodness of the universe. Yeah, we got a long way to go before we can get there, but I believe with everything in me that we are going to get there. So don't get into despair. Don't get into fear. Remember to stay plugged into Source all the time. When I was doing my meditation this morning, Spirit showed me something and reminded me of something too. So in Texas, where I have my little house, there are a lot of rivers. And one of the big activities to do is to tube the river, or raft it, or canoe, or whatever, any of the rivers around there. It's very, very common summer activity. And gosh, I don't know, about maybe 10 years ago now, maybe a little less, was the last time I was in the river on a tube. And I was there with my ex-husband and my ex-father-in-law, and we were tubing on the river. Now, what tubing is you sit your ass in an inner tube and you float. And on that particular day, the water flow was a little slow. So it was just a matter of getting into the faster moving water. And it went, around different rocks and things like that. So you had to really pay attention if you wanted to stay in the flow. And that is what I did. I would paddle my body in the tube to get over into the flow. And I was in the flow and everything was going great. And then I quit paying attention. And I got into this little stagnant area. And I ended up having to get out of the tube to get back into the flow, because I had to kick my feet and manually move the tube. And then I couldn't get back into the tube. And I got into the flow without being in the tube. And I got beat to hell on those rocks before I could get off to the side and get back in the tube and then get back in the flow. So what the universe showed me with that, they used it as an analogy. Our optimum place to be is in the tube, in the flow, because the tube represents the protection of the universe and the flow represents the universe moving. And that's where we want to be. We want to be in the flow, in the protective sphere of the universe. And when we're not paying attention, when we're not keeping our connection strong, we can get stagnated, and then we might have to get out of the tube. And then when we get back in the flow, we're not in the protection sphere of the universe, and we can get beat to hell. And I went, oh, that's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. So make sure you keep your spiritual connection strong. Keep plugged into Source, and make sure that you're paying attention so that you can stay on course in the flow within the protective sphere of the universe, so that you can move forward effectively and have a good time. Because it was a lot of fun when I was in that tube in the flow. It wasn't so much fun when I was stagnated or when I was out of the tube in the flow. Just saying. So use that analogy and think about it, because it is vitally important that you stay in the flow, but you stay within the protective sphere of the universe by staying plugged in to Source. Hope that helps. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll see you next time. Love y'all.